Hello, my class 9 students. In our last class, we learned about the definition of logarithm. That is, if a to the power of y equal to x is given to you, then we say that the power y can be expressed as log x to the base a equals to y. Today we will learn about the different formulas for logarithm and also their proofs. So let's begin. So in our first formula we are having log 1 to the base a equal to 0. Now how is this happening? Let us see the proof. We know any number to the power of 0 is equals to 1. Here a is nothing but a real number greater than 0. So a to the power of 0 is equals to 1. Now from the definition of logarithm we have, if a to the power of n equals to b, then log b to the base a equal to n. So if a to the power of 0 equal to 1, then log 1 to the base a equal to 0. So this is the way we were getting that log 1 to the base a equal to 0. This shows that log 1 is always equal to 0. Whatever base is given to you, log 1 will always be equal to 0. In our second formula, we are having log a to the base a equal to 1. Now let us check the proof. A to the power of 1 is equal to a. This is very obvious. So if I again use the definition of log, then we will have, if a to the power of n equals to b, then it shows that log b to the base a equal to n. So if I use this definition of log here, if a to the power of 1 equals to a, then log a to the base a equals to 1. In our formula number 3, we are having a to the power of log m to the base a equal to m. Let us see how this is true. Let log m to the base a, this power at the top of a, equals to u. U is any real number. Then from the definition of logarithm, we can say a to the power of u equal to m. Why? Because in the definition of logarithm we have, if log b to the base a equal to n, it means that it is coming from this a to the power of n equal to b. This you already know. So I will write a to the power of u equal to m. Now what was your u? U was this log m to the base a. So I am substituting it here. A to the power of log m to the base a equal to m. That is from 1. So we get our proof of formula number 3. Before explaining formula numbers 4 and 5, let me explain once formula number 6. The proof is not required. The formula is known as introduction of a new base. See, in the left hand side, log m to the base b is given to you. In the right hand side, there is an introduction of a new base a. Left hand side is not having any a. What we did is log m to the base b is equals to, in the numerator, this m is coming, log m to the base a, where a is a new number introduced as base. In the denominator, this base is coming as log b. To the base, a new number a is introduced, which is same as the one used in the numerator. So this is known as introduction of a new base. For example, log 5 to the base 6 is equals to log 5 to the base 10 by log 6 to the base 10. So here 10 is the new base which is introduced. Always remember, in logarithm the standard base is taken as 10. When no base will be provided to you, then the standard base will be 10. So log 5 means nothing but log 5 to the base 10. Now in formula number 4, we are having log b to the base a into log a to the base b equal to 1. See, they seem like reciprocals, isn't it so? Here b is up, a is as the base, and into a is up, b is as the base. So they should cut and the answer should be 1, but it is not as simple as we are thinking. We have to elaborate the proof little bit. So the proof is as follows. We have introduced a new base 10 here. Log b to the base a means log b to the base 10 by log a to the base 10. This is using the formula number 6 that just we have learnt. Into log a to the base 10 by log b to the base 10. Now we can cancel. Log b to the base 10 and b to the base 10 will cancel. Log a to the base 10 and log a to the base 10 will cancel. We will have 1 into 1, which is 1. So log b to the base a into log a to the base b is equals to 1. In formula number 5, we are having log a to the base b is equals to 1 by log b to the base a. See, this will come from formula number 4. From formula number 4, we had log a to the base b into log b to the base a equal to 1. Now, log a to the base b is equal to, if I take this log b to the base a from left hand side to right hand side, it was multiply here. That side if it goes, it will become divide. So it becomes 1 by log b to the base a. Hence our formula number 5. So this is how we are going to get this formula. Formula number 7, we have log m into n to the base a is equals to log m to the base a plus log n to the base a. This is that formula where the product is being changed into addition. Here m and n is in product form, that is m multiplied to n in the left hand side, and in the right hand side you have the addition of the individual terms log m to the base a plus log n to the base a. Now let us see the proof. Let log n to the base a equal to u, where u is a real number. So a to the power u is equals to m from the definition of log. Again, let log n to the base a equal to v, where v is also a real number. So also from the definition of log, a to the power of v is equals to n. We have taken a to the power of u equal to m as 1 and a to the power of v equal to n as 2. We will take another assumption where log mn to the base a is equal to w. W is a real number. So again from the definition of log, a to the power of w is equals to mn. A to the power of w is equals to mn. We are marking this as equation number 3. Now from this equation, equation number 3, again if we write it, a to the power of w equals to m into n. So a to the power of w equals to, what is m? From equation 1 we have m equals to a to the power of u. So I am just substituting that value. M equals to a to the power of u. And what is n? N equals to a to the power of v from equation number 2. So from equation 1 and 2 we are substituting the value of m and n. Now from the formula of indices, if we check, the bases are same and they are in the multiplication form. So we will have a to the power of w is equals to a to the power of u plus v. Now again, since bases are equal, so powers will also be equal. So we can write w is equals to u plus v. Now what was our w? W was log mn to the base a. So we are substituting that value over here. And our u was log m to the base a. This was our u. So we are substituting the value of u here. And what was our v? V was log n to the base a from equation number 2. So we are substituting this value over here. So we get that log mn to the base a is equals to log m to the base a plus log n to the base a. Now m and n. Now instead of two products, if I take a multiple number of products where m1, m2, m3 ... mn and take their log, then again I will have the individual logarithms summation, that is log m1 to the base a plus log m2 to the base a plus log ... mn to the base a. So this is our proof that multiplied form can be changed into addition form. You can try formula number 8's proof as your homework. It will be similar to formula number 7's proof. Just keep this in mind that in formula number 7, as we were multiplying, as the left hand side was a product and right hand side was addition, here in formula number 8, the left hand side is division and the right hand side is subtraction. Children, formula number 9 is log 1 by a to the base a is equals to minus 1. You have done a similar type of formula where the formula's question was log a to the base a is equals to 1. Now, we know a to the power of minus 1 is equals to 1 by a. This you have learnt from your previous classes knowledge, where in your exponents or indices chapter it was already there. If this holds true, then from the definition of logarithm we can say log 1 by a to the base a is equal to the power minus 1. So that is how we are getting our formula. This is simply formula number 10, where log m to the base a by log n to the base a is equals to log m to the base b by log n to the base b. I can simply change bases and equate these two logarithms. In formula number 11, it is given that log m to the base a is equals to log n to the base a. If this holds true, then you have to prove that m is equals to n. Now let us check the proof. Let log m to the base a is equal to log n to the base a equal to k, where k is a real number. Now log m to the base a equal to k, which means that from the definition of logarithm, a to the power of k is equal to m. We are taking this as equation number 1. Again, log n to the base a is also equal to k. So a to the power of k is equal to this n. We are taking this as formula number 2. So from 1 and 2 formulas, m is equal to n because both are equating to a to the power of k. Hence proved. So class, today our video session ends over here. Please write down all the proofs along with the formulas neatly in your maths classwork copy. We will continue with the sounds of logarithm in our following class. Alright? So take care, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you, class.